Welcome everybody to the first home studio edition of TFT Gear. Now, with the coronavirus apparently bringing about the end of the world, here in Austin, Texas, we've been quarantined to our homes. My air conditioning actually just died here in my studio, and my hair is going crazy. I can't even get out to get a haircut. So to keep myself from going insane here sitting in my home, I thought what a great opportunity to bring you guys some extra content. So be looking out for it. We're going to start doing probably once a week for at least the next month or so. We'll see how long we're stuck here. But life's given us lemons, so we're going to make some lemonade, all right? So without further ado, this is the Ernie Ball VP Junior tuner pedal. I'm going to start off today's review with a little disclaimer. My band, The Follow Through, which is where the TFT comes from, in TFT Gear, if you didn't know, we are endorsed by Ernie Ball, but that will not affect my review of this product, or any product for that matter. It is a smaller channel, I don't have a ton of subscribers, but I really value you guys who have subscribed. You keep coming back, checking out my content, commenting. This is a community that I really care about and want to grow. And lying to you guys is not going to help me do that. You're a smart audience. You would smell the BS a mile away. So just honesty is the best policy. I'm always going to give you my honest opinion of everything that I review. All right? So with that out of the way, I am reviewing the Ernie Ball VP Junior tuner pedal. This is the latest release in Ernie Ball's line of expression effects pedals. They've combined their super popular volume pedal with the chromatic tuner. It has a touchscreen display embedded right here on the surface that will display to you both your volume as well as obviously your instrument's tuning. It has 3 display modes: the volume always on, where it just shows you the volume your pedal is at, the tuner always on, which just shows your instrument's tuning at all times, and then there's the combination mode, which shows you the volume until you go down to the heel position, and then it will show you your tuning. It has the same really good durable construction and operation as the rest of their expression effects, which has a smaller footprint actually than their more traditional volume pedals. It also comes equipped with their brand new braided Kevlar cord here that they say is virtually indestructible and makes the rocker a lot more responsive. It also has this buffered effects loop on it, as well as a buffered output for your amplifier. This pedal is ingenious. I mean, every time I've ever seen a volume pedal on a pedal board or put my volume pedal on my pedal board, it's always in line with a tuner. I mean, even the original tuner pedal, oh my goodness, the original is so much heavier than the VP Junior. But the original has a dedicated tuner output, right? So it's almost a surprise that it's taken this long for them to come out with something like this. It just makes sense to put these two things together. Not only does it clear up that space on your pedal board, but it clears up some additional cabling and power consumption, at least until you put another pedal on your pedal board, right? The display is quite large, colorful, easy to see. In fact, one of the reasons I really wanted this pedal was to see how well I could see it. The Follow Through has done a lot of outdoor gigs, a lot of stuff in direct daylight, and admittedly my eyesight's not that good, but occasionally it'll be difficult for me to read my tuner. And so I wanted to try this out. I got it, I put it into different lighting situations, and I can say it's dramatically better than what I had. Really one of the clearest displays I've seen on a tuner pedal at all. The 3 modes on here that I mentioned earlier are super easy to operate, right? It has a lock function so that you can lock it and make sure you don't accidentally change something. But you just double tap on the top half of the screen, it'll bring up your 3 options, and then you just select one. So originally I actually assumed that I would be staying on the tuner always on mode, right? Because when I am changing my volume on the pedal, I leave my foot on it unless I'm all the way down or all the way up. And so I didn't really think that I would be using the volume display that much. So I put it on the tuner always on mode, and then really, like I said, the display is quite easy to see and bright. And so as I was playing through, a song, it would actually be kind of distracting just seeing it dance around all over the place with the tuning. So I put it in the combination mode where it just shows the volume unless you have the rocker all the way in the heel position, and that was much better. That's where I'm keeping it now. It also has the third mode, which is the volume always on mode, which I don't know why you buy a tuner pedal and then turn off the tuner, but hey, it's there if you want it. It also comes with this handy buffered effects loop. That's really more of a necessity, right? Because the manual says to plug your instrument directly into the tuner pedal. And that's because they don't want you going through effects before this that would be distorting your signal, making it difficult for the tuner to read the tuning of your instrument. But what if there are effects that you don't want to be after the volume pedal? Well, that's what the effects loop is for. So in my case, on my pedal board, I have a compressor, a wah pedal, a delay pedal, as well as a tuner, which is about to be replaced by this. So the delay, I'm all right with being behind the volume, right? If I'm doing some swells or something, I want that to echo. But my compressor and my wah, that doesn't really make sense to go behind the volume, especially the compressor. That would be reducing the dynamic range created by my volume pedal, so that would make it kind of moot. So I would put my instrument into the input directly, then it hits the tuner circuit, and then goes out the buffered effects send, which would hit my wah, and then my compressor, and then come back into my effects return, right, and then hit the volume attenuator inside of here, and then go out of the buffered output to my echo or just to your amp if you don't have any effects after your volume pedal. And of course, the volume control portion of this pedal works extremely well. I mean, I feel like that goes without saying. It's Ernie Ball. They've been making volume pedals for longer than I've been alive, I'm pretty sure, and they're really successful for a reason. Now, I got mine in red because look at that. I mean, that is beautiful. It comes in other colors, but man, why would you want them when you can get red? I think it's awesome. So my one concern about this pedal is the durability of the touchscreen. It just came out a couple weeks ago, the first week in March. It's now the last week in March 2020, so I haven't had a chance to really put it through its paces. But like I said earlier, the follow-throughs played a lot of outdoor shows, outdoor festivals, things like that in the direct sunlight. And I jump around like an idiot and get super sweaty, and all of that transfers onto my pedal board with my pedals. I mean, it is crusty and grimy and dirty, and I've probably spilled multiple beers on it. It gets thrown in and out of trailers, so I'm just kind of wondering what that will do to a nice touchscreen. Now, it's inset a little bit on the surface of the pedal, so when you put your foot on there, you're not actually making contact with the screen, and it's Ernie Ball build quality, so I'm confident it's probably going to work out, but that's my one concern. I don't know what else to say, guys. This pedal is ingenious. Not only do you get a super accurate, easy to read chromatic tuner, but you get a tried and true Ernie Ball volume pedal. It's $199 retail, which is not super cheap, but in my experience, the super cheap pedals are cheap for a reason, and you should probably steer clear of those. The space that it creates on your pedal board, as well as reducing the cabling and the power consumption, all of that make that price tag super worth it. So if you're already rocking that volume pedal and tuner combo on your pedal board, then this pedal is a no-brainer. But if you're just in the market for a really nice tuner, then the Ernie Ball VP Junior tuner pedal should absolutely be at the top of your list. So that was my review from my home studio, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you guys are doing right now as you're quarantined at home from the coronavirus. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is not a huge channel, but I'm right there at the cusp of being able to monetize. If you guys would be so kind as to hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it a lot. I'm going to leave 2 links at the end, one to More Gear and then one to the Follow Through's music channel, so you can check out what the Follow Through is about over there. So we'll see you guys next time. Stay safe. Today on TFT Gear, I'll be doing a review of clown shoes, Mocha Sombrero. That is really good, actually. It's a good stout.